Welcome. Thank you all so much for joining us. Welcome to this edition of our Shop Small, Support Local Downtown Spotlight. My name is Tiffany Cadrette, and I am here today with the Mayor of Pleasanton, Carla Brown. Mayor Brown, thank you so much for being here and joining me today.
Well, thank you, Tiffany. It is an honor and I'm so excited. So I would like to introduce Judy Wheeler. She is the owner and manager of Towne Center Books here on Main Street. Judy, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here. And I'm here with my dog TJ, and he's giving me a weird look. I hope everything goes well, and we'll give it a go. Okay.
Well, we were curious. You obviously run a bookstore on Main Street. And how did you get into the business of owning a bookstore, which is a little bit of a unique job?
Well, it was sort of a roundabout way. I actually majored in retail in college. Who knew you can get a BS in retail? I have a BS in retail, which I think is appropriate. But I started out being buyer for department stores. And I always really wanted my own store. That was the main thing. I bought gifts. I didn't buy books. And but through a series of moves, whatever, I was a buyer in LA, and I got married to a man up here, and he was in the book industry. He was a publisher's rep. And so I ended up joining that company for a while, and then I worked for a wholesaler as a sales marketing director, but always keeping my eye on the stores. And the Greenlees that bought the town center came to a trade show that I was at as a salesperson and said she was selling the store. And I said, I'll buy it. And that is how I got here. It was that simple, sort of. And that was in 1998 is when we started January 1st, 1998. So I guess this is our 23rd year. Yeah.
Excellent. You bought a lifestyle of owning a bookstore on Main Street. It's a lifestyle.
Absolutely. The book community is amazing. It's a very close-knit community. The stores in Northern California, we all talk, we know each other, we do conferences together. It's a very, very supportive industry, and it is indeed a lifestyle. You're right.
Are you a big book reader? Would you call yourself a big book reader?
I am, and I always have been. I remember one of my earliest memories is waiting for my dad to come through the door when he got off work, and I'd run and jump on his lap, and he would read me stories. Mother Goose was my favorite, but he would read me stories. And I've always been a big reader, so it's a good fit. Yeah, I believe in reading. I believe in books. I do have that passion. Yeah.
Can we do a little tour around Towne Center Books to really capture what Towne Center Books is all about?
So right now we're in the nonfiction, history, current events, science, going out toward the greeting cards. We have them for all occasions. And there's our doors. There's Valentine's over in the corner. And now we're heading down the fiction aisle, which changes daily. Yesterday we got 20 boxes in, so it's never the same store twice. We try to stay on top of what's new. And here's some jewelry. We have some gorgeous jewelry. Some of it is made through a women's group in India to help people with AIDS that are living with AIDS. And now we're in science fiction. That was a fast transition, jewelry to science fiction. And now mystery. There's travel. Over here, we've got our personal growth and biographies. So we're bigger than we look from the outside. It's kind of a long, skinny place with a floor that creaks almost like the old hardware store used to. And now we have cookbooks and puzzles. Puzzles are important right now. Lots of people buying puzzles. And that's a glimpse into the kids area. You can see people hard at work back there sorting out orders. And yeah, we've got toys and games for kids and some craft projects. And now we're up to the adult games, and socks are over in the corner. Where are you? Yeah. And so we've made a big circle of the store. And here we are. Welcome to Towne Center Books. And you can come in and browse now, which we're very excited about. And just wear a mask. I have mine here just in case anyone comes, but right now I'm kind of hiding in the corner. And we have masks if you happen to have forgotten. There's one up there with the sanitizer, which we hope you will use as you come into the store, and then you can browse freely. So come see us. Yeah.
Fantastic. I am so impressed. You have so many items within that store that it's really misleading. And so people look into the window and they really need to walk through. You're like a long, narrow store, and there's those special gifts in the back
There are about 62,000 different items in this store.
Wow. All right. Well, is there anything you gave us a great tour, but is there any one or two items you really want to highlight for our people that may be watching this online?
Well, this is one, it was in our holiday catalog, and it's very popular. It's called 52 Weekend Adventures in Northern California. In case you're getting a little stir crazy at home, there's some that are close enough to meet the mileage requirements of where you're allowed to be right now, but just to even browse through and think where you might be able to go, hopefully, as we continue to improve on the COVID scale. And if you haven't seen or heard, this is Steve Martin. Yeah, I just think we all need to feel good right now. And this is Steve Martin, A Wealth of Pigeons, and it's a cartoon book, and they are hysterical. So it's kind of a fun gift and something to have on your coffee table to just laugh once in a while and remember, you know, it's not so bad. And then I also have, this book is creating quite a bit of attention right now, called Exercise. And it's a story of why we weren't, as people, as humans, not made to exercise. We were made to live, and life, you know, used to demand a lot of exercise. So why something we never evolved to do is healthy and rewarding is the subtitle of that one. And then both my husband and my daughter got this cookbook for Christmas, so they've had a great time exchanging recipes. And so, you know, now that we all have a little more time to cook, or those not in retail have a little more time to cook, it's a fun one with some simple but really good recipes. So anyway, it's just a little sampling. We, of course, one that I laughed out loud recently was Anxious People by Frederick Backman. He wrote A Man Called Ove, if you saw the movie or read that book, so you know he's funny, but it's a very funny one. So I just want people to, you know, I think books are very helpful for both healing, but also for escaping, and kind of fits.
Well, we are extremely lucky, Judy, to have Towne Center Books here in downtown Pleasanton.
A lot of folks at home will go onto their computer and buy something online, and or go to one of those big box, as they call them, stores.
No.
And you are obviously doing well, and you have a different business model. I wondered if you can say how you differentiate yourself and then meet some of those expectations of some of the you know, quick delivery, but how do you compete successfully against those other options?
Um, Sheer will, I think, is the main thing. We are passionate about what we do, and we love our customers. The thing I miss most about the shelter in place is not getting to see as many people. And I think it's our personal service, you know, that we we know what our customers are reading, or we'll ask, what did you read last? And, come up with something for them, not just an algorithm that has matched up a book or an author's relative who has said, you need to read this book. We give honest suggestions on what we think people will read. I really miss our events. I should have held up. We have tonight on Zoom, we have a cookbook launch for a cookbook author that happens to live in Livermore. So we are doing a few still online, but they're not as, it's a lot different than when you can get a whole group of people into the store and sit with the author, but they're still good. We're still enjoying them just like this. I feel like I'm talking to you in person. So it's not bad, but it's just not the same. And we don't have the wine and the goodies to go along with it. And but it's the personal service. At Christmas, we were wrapping away, putting pretty bows on packages and making it all look nice and delivering to friends and relatives for people. I think it's just the personal touch, and the money stays in town. My employees all live here. It's a local shop, and that's important. Yeah.
Perfect. Do you deliver books to
We
buyers at
do.
times?
I do. We do. Our website, towncenterbooks.com, really jumped into, we've always had it, but it definitely jumped into life when we were closed in March. And people can scroll on there. You can search by category, you can search by title, you can search by author, and place an order. We don't have it. The order actually searches the ginormous warehouse that every bookstore in the country, including the evil one, use. And so you have literally hundreds of thousands of books to choose from, and we can get those for you, and usually in a day or two. So they come in and we sort them and we deliver. And if we have it on the shelf, of course we deliver. You can also pick up if you don't want to come in. People can just call us as they're driving up and we'll run the book out. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I know a lot of places in Pleasanton that I didn't know about before. We deliver free to Pleasanton, Livermore, and Dublin. And
Excellent.
yeah.
I really like how you've modified your business and then highlighted parts of your business that you had before that may not have been used so much, but to adapt during the COVID times. And I've been in your bookstore many times and for many things. And some of them are I'll go to purchase a gift. And as you said, you wrap those gifts for me. They look great. And as well as I have a couple grandchildren, and they love to go to the back of the store where they can hunt and find a book to take home with them. And it is it's heartwarming. It's something I remember when I was a child I would do with my family, and it really is it is a wonderful experience. It's a feeling of coming home, and we so often hear what makes Pleasanton's downtown that small town feel, and that's exactly what your bookstore is. It's that great feeling of not only helping a local business person like yourself, but also enjoying the riches of your store. So it's been great to chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mayor Brown and Judy, for joining us for this segment of Downtown Spotlight for our Shop Small, Support Local campaign. I really appreciate you both being here and for your support of downtown, Mayor Brown. Stop in Towne Center Books. They are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, and 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday through Saturday. And on Sundays, you can stop in from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. The phone number there is 925-846-8826. And as Judy mentioned, the website is towncenterbooks.com. Be sure to stop in, visit Judy. She'll be happy to help you with gifts, books, anything you need. Thank you both so much.